everyone, welcome back to Lemonade and Bits with Sheil. I'm Sheil, and this is the channel where we talk a little bit about life, a little bit about love, a little bit about relationships, sometimes a little bit about my opinion, but most of all, offer a little bit of encouragement. Thank you so much for joining me today to sip a glass of lemonade and talk about our topic for today, which is just about self-esteem. Doesn't really have a title yet, but we're going to talk about self-esteem today. And the reason we're talking about it is because it was requested that I talk about it. So thank you guys, the ones that do participate and the ones that give feedback, and I thank you so much. Um, about 85% of people suffer from low self-esteem. Now, everyone has thoughts thoughts about themselves every now and then that are negative. I mean, that happens to everybody. Everybody has those thoughts every now and then. But most of the time, most people recover and, they'll go ahead or whatever and be like, okay, well, I was just having a day. I felt bad today, but, they recuperate and they be okay. But 85% is a very high percentage of people that, that really do take themselves, see themselves in a different light. And self-esteem is all about how you see yourself. Hence, self-esteem is how you view yourself, your self-worth, and your qualities about yourself. And also, it has the component of how you think other people view you, or how they feel about you. So all of that together. Forms your self-esteem, how you feel about yourself. So, with self-esteem, yes, we do have a lot of issues because you got to remember, everyone has things that they're not proud of. Everyone has imperfections and flaws or whatever. Everyone has that. It's just how you see that and how you deal with that. So as we talk about self-esteem and building self-esteem today, we're going to talk about, first thing is know your strengths. Know what you're good at. Know what you're best at. Know what you can do better than someone else, or you do that you think is good about yourself. Does not matter what someone else thinks, but what do you think is good? Let's say that you write well, or you sing well, or you organize well, you clean well, whatever the case may be, then that's your strength. Know your strength and build on that and play back on that. It's like, well, I'm good at this. I may not be good at this part, but I'm definitely good at this. So that helps build you do, because you can see the things that you are good at versus, what you're not good at. So always play on your strengths. And everyone has a strength. I don't care who you are and what you're doing, how old you are, what race you are. Everyone has a strength. So play on your strengths. The other thing is, and I was having a conversation with someone, and it's about that confidence in yourself. And sometimes we can have a whole lot of it, but either way, is how we compensate for things and how we build ourselves. I was having a conversation with someone, and they recently got glasses, so now they can see. They can see, hadn't been able to see before, and so his comment was, Now I'll be the best barber in the world. I can see too. I'm gonna be the best in the world. Now I was tickled because that is some high confidence, but still self-esteem. You see what I'm saying? I mean, so you build on, that's his strength. He knows that he's already good at it. Now he says, shoot, I'm gonna be even better at what I'm already good at. So that's how you build. You build on your strengths, and you know your strengths, and you build on them. The second thing is embrace your weaknesses. Embrace your weaknesses. Now we all have weaknesses and we're all different. So, but embrace, instead of pushing them to the side or feeling bad about them, embrace them. If it's things that you can improve on, then improve on it. If that's your weakness, let's say that we were talking about things a while ago. Let's say reading. Reading is not your greatest strength. You're a little weak in your reading. Well, practice. Practice makes perfect, they say. But if you practice, it would give you more strength in that area. So fix the things that you can. Now, when it comes to other things, I know these are just on the top things, but let's say things like your hair. Let's say you having an issue with your hair. You don't like the fact that that your edges are doing something. Well, research it. Go to a beautician. Get someone to help you to get it together. I mean, there are so many things out here now that you can always, you can find a way to be better, and you can still be yourself. Because other people come along and they'll say stuff like, well, just be natural. Don't worry about no. Do what makes you feel good. I mean, if you being natural and you're not worrying about it, that's good for you and it makes you feel fine, that's fine. What I'm talking today about the people that want to improve themselves, or they feel a certain type of way about certain things about themselves. Well, if that's the point and if that's how you feel, then do something about it. You know, at weight, I feel a certain type of way about my weight sometimes. But you know what? It's up to me to do something about it. Research it, find out what works for me. If that doesn't work, my daughter, she did the same thing. If this is not working, then she had the surgery. We do what we have to do to make it better. And especially for ourselves, it's just about how you feel about yourself. So that's so embrace your weaknesses, and build on them if you can. If it's your nose, if it's your face, if you have your skin is not white, well, find the materials, find the ingredients, the cleansers that are gonna that will help you. Go to the dermatologist, whatever. And honey, if you can't do anything else, then get a wig. They make the most beautiful wigs, and they have the prettiest hair. Look at all this hair here. Put it on. Be beautiful. Embrace and love yourself. Do what it takes to make you feel great about yourself. Okay. I know someone else, and they are a beautiful inside and outside, bad body. She is beautiful, but she doesn't embrace those things about herself. Know who you are. Know that you're beautiful and you're bright, and you're just super. You have to know these things about yourself. Now, the third thing is you also need to embrace your differences. Now, I have a child that has differences, but and it's okay to be different. There's nothing wrong with being different, but you have to embrace that as well. That's part of your self-esteem. Now, he tends to turn around in circles and twirl his hair. But you know what? I told him a long time ago, baby, that's fine. That's your different. You can be different. Now, just know this. You got to be honest about your differences now. Now, that's fine. You different, and it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But just know the other people going to see you twirling around and pulling your hair, and they're going to know you're different too. But if you are fine with being different and you can still find your own place, then you go ahead and do that, and I promise you. He was okay with that. He found himself, this is my difference. I'm okay with my difference. And it did not bother him about what other people said, because he was confident in himself. So I'm just telling you, I mean, these are just little examples, but honestly, you embrace who you are, all of who you are. Change what you can change, accept what you can't change. Now, if you are, suppose you're a dark skinned person and you won't be light skinned, and that's a whole different kind of category. Now, you really can't change things like that, unless you have enough money. But, most of the time you can't change things like that. So you find your strength. You have beautiful teeth. Make them white. You know what I'm saying? I mean, put on the best hair. Whatever the case may be, or you don't think you're as attractive, well, whatever you think, but you be the best. Make sure your hair is done and your makeup is made, and make sure your clothes are fly. You do whatever it is that you have to do to make yourself feel, and walk in it and know it. God said that each one of us are fearfully and wonderfully made. That's for each and every one of us, not just this group over here or this group, but each person. And he said he knew us before we were formed in the womb. So he knew every difference. He knew every strength. He knew every weakness. And yet he still made us. And he loves us. And he thinks that we're wonderful. He said that we were created in his own image. So love yourself. Love the things about yourself. Change the things or improve the things that you can. The ones that you can't, then you accept them and say, this is me. This is my flaw. This is me, flaws and all. This is who I am. So I just encourage you today to love yourself, regardless of what anyone else thinks. And don't let what somebody else thinks of you, or what someone else, what worth they place on you. Don't let that dictate the worth for yourself. You love you. you love you, and you be the best you can be. That's all you can do, and be happy about it. Embrace life. Embrace your changes. Embrace your weaknesses. Embrace all of you, because you are wonderful. You are great, and you are made by God, and God loves you, and we love you too. God, I just want to thank you so much for joining me today. And you guys, if you haven't subscribed, then subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell so that you'll be alerted to new videos when they come. And I just want to thank you. I thank you guys. I thank you for your requests. I thank you for your comments. And we will be having a part 2 that's going to build on this self-esteem next week. So look forward to seeing you then. Thank you guys. Love you. Bye.